What's up, guys? Elijah Scheidler here, owner and supervising broker of Venue Real Estate. And I'm willing to bet that for a lot of you, this is the first time that you've ever seen me without my hat on. As a result of wearing a hat most of the time, I've been asked lots over the years whether or not I'm bald and insecure. No, I have lots of hair. It's just hats are my favorite hairstyle. It's so easy to just jump out of bed in the morning, get started with your day, and just hide that bed head underneath of a hat. Now, I don't think that I'm alone in this practice either. There's lots of community members who like to keep things under their hat. There's the subjects and topics within our Bozeman community that are hot points that we like to just keep under our hats and not bring out into the light of day. Like with me, it's our favorite position. It's so much easier to just throw on a hat and not have to worry about the massive bedhead of conversation that exists under our hats. However, if we can never take off our hats and have candid conversations about these issues, you can't conquer what you don't confront. So, as being married for 11 years, I've learned that I don't get any better in my weak points in my relationship with my wife unless I'm willing to bring those shortcomings to the table, get them out in the open, and then proactively work on them moving forward. Within community, I think it's so beautiful that each community member has a unique capacity or unique strength or resource that is as easy to them as breathing, that they get to bring to community, to release to those around them, to help everyone around them thrive. If you think about nature as we're celebrating Earth Day, that it's so beautiful, the symbiotic relationship that we have within ecosystems, that one portion of the ecosystem breathes in CO2, translates that into oxygen that we get to consume and breathe back, that as animals eat grass, that then they produce fertilizer, then that helps to make their environment grow better. And we're often very concerned with things that are off in ecosystems that then self-terminate, but within the context of social systems that we very often just hide those things, keep them under our hats, and never talk about them. Now, over the years, as I've been an avid student of community and social structures and have written about it extensively, I've played with the word community and split it into two separate words of common unity. The interesting aspect of unity is that it can't exist aside from the presence of diversity. If you take unity and you make it devoid of diversity, what it becomes is uniformity. And if uniformity becomes the central pivot point of a social structure, those who are apart from the uniform category must then deform themselves in order to conform to the uniform category. Now, suffice it to say that uniformity leads to deformity through conformity. Therefore, it's incredibly important for community members to safeguard and to be proactive in celebrating diversity, because unity is diversity at peace with itself. Unity's participation then within community is diversity at peace with itself, moving in a common direction. That's why my mission statement of Venue Real Estate is serving to build thriving community by brokering properties through collaborative commerce. I love the practice of real estate in that every day as we come to the negotiation table to broker real property, that we have legally bound relationships with our clients that are on polar extremes of values. As a seller's agent, that I'm legally bound to uphold the interests of my seller, which is to obtain the highest price possible. But in negotiations with those from other brokerages who are buyer's agents, that they have a legally bound responsibility to uphold the interests of their buyer, which is to get the lowest price possible. But that every day in the practice of our business, that we're in a living reality of negotiating for a common way forward for the thriving of both community members. That's why it's so hopeful to be in a context of commerce such as real estate, that every day I get to live the hope of seeing polarized parties brought to a table and move forward in a thriving context. As part of building venue real estate, my passion is to be able to meet with individual community members like yourself, to sit down and to hear about your unique perspective on your experience with here in Bozeman, to receive all of your strengths, all of your unique capacities, which serve such a benefit to the Bozeman community. And then to likewise, to gently hear about all of the things that concern you, your struggles within the Bozeman community and the things that are difficult for you, in order to hear how my strengths and capacities can serve to uphold you. And likewise, then to draw on the network of people that I know and I get to sit down with in order to build collaborative relationships in common unity, moving forward towards a thriving experience of community together. If you're interested to hear what that looks like and would like to sit down with me and have a longer conversation about this, my contact information will be at the end of this video. I'm super glad to be in community with you here in the Gallatin Valley. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.